Hi, everybody. This is Saad. A few days ago, I saw on Christopher Rufo's Twitter feed a clip which I shall reproduce in this current Sad Truth clip once I finish my comments here. It's a clip of a uh, gentleman, I'm guessing maybe the dean of the medical school. I don't know exactly who he is, but he is at a ceremony for uh, medical students at the University of Minnesota, whereby they are taking the best way to describe it is a parasitic oath from the Parasitic Mind. You can call it a woke oath, where every single idea pathogen, every single parasitic idea that I talk about in the Parasitic Mind is repeated in a robotic, lobotomized way by the medical students whom I assume are about to graduate. So, of course, in the past we had the Hippocratic Oath, right, named after Hippocrates, who was the ancient Greece physician. And so, when you take a Hippocratic Oath, you're basically, first rule, do no harm, and so on, right? It's an oath of medical conduct, of ethical conduct in terms of what you're supposed to do once you become a medical healer, a physician. Now, contrast that to what you're about to watch, or if you're listening on podcast, what you're about to listen to. It really reads as though it's straight out of one of my satirical pieces. So it's, we recognize the structural violence in the healthcare system. We recognize that we need to achieve health equity, which basically means things like, you will get the vaccine or you will get a medical procedure depending on your skin hue. That's health equity. We recognize that, the medical system has been built on white supremacy. What the hell does that mean? He does a land acknowledgement. We recognize that we're sitting on stolen Dakota land. So literally every single possible parasitic idea that you could think of is in that new woke oath for medical schools. It even talks about, we recognize that in the past the medical establishment has not recognized the indigenous ways of healing, and so on and so forth, right? Now that comes, of course, from postmodernism. Who are you to suggest that the scientific method is the only way to adjudicate through different medical procedures and so on? There are different truths, different ways of healing, different paradigms of knowing. And so it's about a 2 minute long clip. Watch it and then marvel at how far we've come down the parasitic trajectory. And again, I hate to be the one to say I told you so, but long ago, when I was first warning people from the top of the mountain, screaming, these parasitic ideas are going to come for you, the reaction of many people was, oh, come on, Dr. Saad, that's just in some silly esoteric department in the humanities, or maybe in some, tribal sociology department where everybody hates Republicans. Surely that's not going to come in chemistry and in medicine and so on. I said, no, it's going to come for everyone, because it's a breakdown of reason. It's a breakdown of adhering to the scientific method. It's a breakdown of every single thing that epistemologically brought us out of the Dark Ages. So now medical students are aping these ridiculous, I will stand for anti-racism, I will sit quietly while people of colors teach me about the value of life, and so on and so on. It's unbelievable. Okay, so I'm about to stop my comments. Enjoy the new woke oath and pray that you're never a patient at the hands of one of these future physicians. Cheers, everybody.
With gratitude, we, the students of the University of Minnesota Twin Cities Medical School class of 2026, stand here today among our friends, families, peers, mentors, and communities who have supported us in reaching this milestone. Our institution is located on Dakota land. Today, many Indigenous people throughout the state including Dakota and Ojibwe, call the Twin Cities home. We also recognize this acknowledgement is not enough. We commit to uprooting the legacy and perpetuation of structural violence deeply embedded within the healthcare system. We recognize inequities built by past and present traumas rooted in white supremacy, colonialism, the gender binary, ableism, and all forms of oppression. As we enter this profession with opportunity for growth, we commit to promoting a culture of anti-racism, listening and amplifying voices for positive change. We pledge to honor all Indigenous ways of healing that have been historically marginalized by Western medicine. Knowing that health is intimately connected to our environment, we commit to healing our planet and communities. We vow to embrace our role as community members and strive to embody cultural humility. We promise to continue restoring trust in the medical system and fulfilling our responsibilities as educators and advocates. We commit to collaborating with social, political, and additional systems to advance health equity. We will learn from the scientific innovations made before us and pledge to advance and share this knowledge with peers and neighbors. We recognize the importance of being in community with and advocating for those we serve.